In this video, we're giving you a step-by-step guide to make a love spoon with links and seeds. Step number 1 is preparation. So what we need to do, we need to get our design prepared. So you can see we prepared our design just like so. You've got to select your timber. That's about the width of the wood that we would use for a normal love spoon. As you can see, when you're dealing with links and seeds, you need a piece of wood that is at least double the thickness, depending on the size of your link and your seeds. But you can see that is significantly thicker than what we would use when we were normally making a love spoon. We've got that design ready. The piece of wood that we've chosen is a piece of cherry. We've got it marked out then onto the piece of wood, and that then is ready for us to begin making our love spoon. We're going to put a link in the description, and that link will actually take you through to a free print off of this design. So anybody sort of struggling for a design or doing links and seeds for the first time, you're going to be able to print off an image of this particular design, and you can use it, because I know templates and patterns are something that people do contact us about and ask us for a little bit of help on. So hopefully that will help you in preparing to have a go at hand carving a love spoon with links and seeds upon. 2 suggestions I can give you then for marking out the love spoon. 1, you can use carbon paper. So in this example, I've used carbon paper to transfer the design from the paper onto the wood. The other one then, as we're offering that free print off, you can print that piece off, cut around it, stick it to the wood itself, and then use that drawing then, use that to actually cut around. So that is another part then in terms of preparation. 2 methods for marking the spoon onto the wood itself. Remember as well, the wood, if you can tidy it up, if you can make it nice and clean before you start, that does help a little bit as well. Step number 2 is to prepare the love spoon. Now, what we're going to do for this particular example, we're going to drill a hole just inside the link there, just above the heart, and then in between the seeds. I'm going to use the pillar drill. If you prefer, or if you've only got access to something like a wheel brace or a hand drill, use that. Just remember, it's a little bit easier with the pillar drill because it's lined straight, so it'll cut straight for you. If you're using a hand drill or a wheel brace, you're going to have to keep checking that you're drilling straight. Okay, so that's our next stage. After that then, more sort of preparation of the love spoon. We're going to cut the basic profile around the outside and the bits just in between the link there and in between those seeds as well, and just above the heart. Again, I'm going to use the Hegner scroll saw because I got access to it here, a piece of kit that I enjoy working with as well. You can use things like the coping saw. Just depends what you've got access to and what your preference is. If you want to do it just with hand tools, use the wheel brace and the coping saw. If you've got access to things like the pillar drill and the Hegner or any other scroll saw, great, go for it. So that's our step number 2, is to prepare our love spoon. Step number 3 is to prepare and mark out everything for the links, the chamber and the seeds on the side of your love spoon. Step number 4 is to hand carve your links, your seeds, and the whole love spoon. We continue to fashion the shape of the seeds. The idea of a labour of love seems particularly poignant at this time, because this is a process that requires patience and a lot of time. It is something that if you're going to rush, there's a good chance that you're going to take too much wood away from your seed, and you run the risk of it falling out of the chamber. Also, the shape of your seed, if you rush it, you're hoping and trying to get a nice round shape. And the longer you take at that process, the better your chances you have of fashioning a really nice round seed inside the chamber. I've chosen this moment just to pause and to just go through what we're actually doing and how we're going about that. Now, our seeds, as you've seen from the time lapse, we spent quite a considerable amount of time shaping them. That's a process that requires a little bit of patience, because we want a nice shape on the seed, but you've got to make sure all the time you're not taking too much wood away and running the risk of your seeds falling out of the chamber and ultimately failing in making the love spoon you're trying to make. And that is an essential thing, because if you try and rush this job, we're using the sort of traditional method then of gouging it out, keep shaping it. It does require a bit of patience, but it's getting there. And we're getting close to being able to free those seeds from the solids. And next we're going to go on to our link. And I've just done an initial cut on the scroll saw. So we just used that one there, but I'm going to go on to using this one here. I'm going to go on to using our coping saw to finish doing that cut. And then there's an important little bit of wood just to take away here. And we're going to cut just up that there. We've got that piece of wood we mentioned to cut away from there. And then we will take the front part away, because that's not needed. We'll take the back part away as well. We got that the wrong way around. That's the front, that's the back. We'll take those pieces away, so we'll have our link in the centre. And then we'll have to gradually gouge in above where that link is, and then cut either side of it. And that is then the process of how we will free that link from the solid block. So as you can see, by keeping shaping those seeds, shaping them, eventually you will free it from the solid. And then the same, you've got to cut below, cut above, cut down the sides, take the front of the link, the back of the link away, and eventually you will also free that link from the solids. Another reason that we tell you to keep the seeds attached to the solid for as long as possible is it allows you to keep shaping them. Once you free your seed from the solid block, it's very difficult to continue shaping them because the seeds are moving around in the chamber. The only way you can carry on shaping them is to either trap it with your one hand and shape it with the other, which runs the risk of catching your hand with the tool, or you can use little wooden wedges to trap the seed inside and stop it from moving around. When it comes to the link, you can see us freeing the wood all around. You have to free the wood from below the link, above the link where it's connected to the solid, and on both sides. So that's the next part of the process then, is to take all of that wood in and around the link so you can free it from the solid block. So now we've finished our links and our seeds. They're free from the solid block. But the work isn't over yet. We have to tidy up the woods, we have to make it look nice, we have to tidy up our link, and we have to finish our love spoon off. So whilst a lot of the hard grafting work to shape our links and seeds has been done, there's still a lot of work to be done in making the love spoon look the part. Once you have finished working with the hand tools, all that is left to do is the hand sanding and the hand finishing. Now, you can choose to do as much or as little sanding as you want. It very much comes down to personal preference. When it comes to the finishing of the love spoon, we use 3 coats of shellac, sand and sealer. You can finish your love spoon however you want to. For anyone who's not sure about finishing, coming up soon on the channel, we're going to do a demonstration of how we actually finish our love spoons. Here you go, so that is our completed love spoon with our link at the top and our seeds free inside the chamber. A traditional sort of idea with the links and the seeds. So anybody who's looking at challenging themselves, having a go at something different, it's a nice project to have a little go at. As I said, we're going to put up on our website the design for that. So anybody looking for a free design template, that will be available via our website. So check that out in the link in the description. Anybody got any questions as well about carving links and seeds, feel free to put that in the comments section below or send us an email and we'll do our best to help you with any issues you might be having. As always, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you know when we upload another video. And as we always say, thank you again for watching.